right, so audio live, video waiting for me to be able to click on things. Video is live! Hello and welcome to a most unalive, undead extraordinaire of High Road. Ischydonian Nights. Ooh.
Leads November.
I'm sorry, allow me to do this in the sense of a jingle that will bring the moment that the retail worker shows them why they shouldn't have given them that nickname approaches. It's a very jolly Ischydonian Nights.
Lee, it's November. Lee, you're still doing it wrong.
There's sun outside, you know.
Thanksgiving,
don't you know? Don't
somewhere?
You know? I mean, oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Thanksgiving?
Hello.
I thought that was just Black Friday.
Excuse me. So,
And Cyber Monday. Sorry, Cyber Monday.
So the vampires have just been shown how to grow crops in the tomb, and they are going to thank the Degorians by taking their land.
Yeah.
What? How do I keep this seasonal?
By sucking their blood dry.
Yeah.
No, again, you go with the Black Friday route where someone is going to get trampled.
Listen.
Yes.
There are amazing deals. They're steals. You could get stampeded because right now there's a big, scary tomb. The prices are haunted. The deals are cursed. It's everything you can grab, but will Tento make it out alive? And how many new plot arcs is he going to develop in the course of getting even more cursed? Find out tonight on High Road.
Oh,
The answer is
shit,
all,
product
by
sold
the way.
shit. That means we gotta watch out again for all the merchants. Unless we fucking end up with a cursed fucking sickle again.
Hey,
It doesn't have to be a sickle.
where's Camacho?
Dead?
Alright.
I mean,
No, you're right. He's dead. He's dead. That's right.
Oh no.
I'm on the south end of this
Oh no.
circle.
You know, sometimes you guys can't see. Okay. You're into the vampires.
We lost him yet again.
No.
Well, I guess he was never returned to us.
Dion,
dead.
would you like to describe the state of Cabancho?
Sleeping eternally.
Yeah.
No, it's only the
Wow.
internal part of the internally does not make much sense with Cabancho.
Well, I guess he's awake now. Kind of see-through. Just a little bit.
I thought you were supposed to be the see-through one. Because get the armor. Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Tento,
tried.
can you explain?
So,
No,
good job.
I'd rather
we
not.
find ourselves returning to the moment of Cabancho and Zion being scorched by the radiant light of dawn, I believe.
No, that's well, we did get scored,
Only
but I think the yeah, he's
Oh,
right. Actually, the last thing that happened was the vampire dropped Lonnie and
Dipped.
dipped. Yeah,
Yeah, Dawn is still up. Which also I think we talked about this after you left. Zion, everything called.
Golden
In that-
equilibrium.
Yeah,
It's still in chat.
yeah. It would have triggered, so whatever effects, like he would have like auto saved, and I think like the energy or whatever.
All right, a device. All right, so you've got that sweet radiant juice.
Yeah.
Is that what we're gonna call it? Radiant juice.
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I'm gonna squirt some radiant juice
Okay.
on the vampires.
It's got a citrusy taste.
Wait a second.
I mean, we are in a dungeon. There are chained walls and some ritual
Oh my
rooms.
god, yes.
Is that what he used to think? Is that what he thinks is in those kind of dungeons?
We're in a tomb, not a dungeon.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Zion's got a point.
So this is a sex tomb, not a sex dungeon. Okay.
Sex
I guess if you're into that. I
Well,
guess if
some
you're into
people
that.
I mean,
into
there
that,
was,
Yeah.
there is an
No,
opera. There is
no.
a show down
Yeah,
here.
there was a show. He's right.
No
And then there's the
shaming
after-hour
here.
show.
Yeah, the barista show.
I mean, they've got theater down here, and if I know anything, it's that when you find theater, you find some people fucking. So, we find ourselves
Straight up.
fucking dying.
As
Cool.
Lonnie-
Yeah,
Got
that
it.
too.
Lonnie, you've been dropped. It's your turn, and there's like the light of the dawn, boo, coming through into that embalming room that had been all done up that you entered earlier. What do you want to do now?
Turn it off.
Oh, also, let me put on some spooky music because November is the spooky month.
Oh, come on, you can do it, Foundry.
Pillaging is pretty spooky.
It's spooky because think about those Black Friday savings. It's tax free. Think about all the money that won't be going to road.
I don't
I
know.
probably
you
should
know
have
about,
asked it. I should have asked this in between sessions. How does one actually dispel a spell? Because I thought some spells actually specify
I
that
think
that use this action requirement.
I
It's a
believe-
concentration. You can just drop concentration.
Yeah,
Okay, so
You can
that's
choose to
just-
drop it.
believe it's
okay.
otherwise stated. You are able to just be like, I'm done with you now. It's a Toy Story. I'm done playing with you now. So do you do so?
I need to be able to see the point I'm moving, right?
I don't think you need to be able to see.
Cut out.
Oh, the point
Actually,
you
yeah,
move
no,
into?
never mind. It's such a disrupt. Yeah, I'll drop it.
Okay. The light of dawn.
Are you
links
sure?
out from the
Kabancho could use a
chamber, and
10.
suddenly, once again, there's a dark realm surrounding Kabancho, which suits him just fine. And Zion, once again, being like, Fangor review, hey Fangor review, oh my gosh. Vicky and we got brunch, and I had a boba, as I was mentioning with the Hyro crew. It was lovely. We had a lovely time. I actually bought the pants I'm wearing now while we were there. I'm just sharing fun facts at this point. How you doing? How you doing, Fangor review?
Except for the fun fact of what flavor boba it was.
It was pearl milk tea? Yeah, pearl milk tea.
Okay, so just that's cool.
And I didn't get the lychee jelly. One of my favorite parts last time was the lychee
They
jelly.
didn't have lychee.
I thought you got a lychee sloop. It's
I had a lychee slushy, which was lychee
Oh.
like syrup.
Oh, yeah, that hit a little hard for me.
But yeah, it was definitely.
I digress.
like a-
Do check out in the chat. We have the shoutouts for Fangirl Review. Check it out on all our wonderful platforms. Lonnie, so you're running over. I see you enter flanking with this ghoul, a terrible, wretched thing. It looks as if though it lurks in the undercomments of Reddit threads. It seems like it's downvoting everything you've ever posted. It seems like you're about to beat the shit out of it with the fucking stick. That's advantage for flanking.
Good descriptions. I like it.
You bonk its blue skull hard. The crack and blood. Hey, Kalf. Nothing, just concussively correcting a Redditor's behavior. Blood spews from its dead skull. Its deep blue eyes wavering as it hisses and swings. Lumi comes in with that clutch flank, biting into the dead flesh, tearing, ripping, bone and marrow rotting and dripping, to reveal inside the sorted, ripped flesh in the cage of its chest, where its right lung ought to be, a terrible sigil, a legend it bears that you know well. Puppet One Gaming.
Oh, I was like, wait, did these have like an explosive thing?
Yeah.
I forgot about? Fuck me!
I thought they were gonna
Explosive
blow
wound.
up too. I was like, oh shit, this
No,
is
it
dead.
just, I couldn't, folks, I couldn't mathematically make the game give me this many other ones if I wanted to. This is just serendipity. So that's Lonnie and
Yeah,
Lumi,
that's literally all I can do. I can't. Yeah, that's all my action.
Alright.
Fuck.
You see a creature stepping out around the corner, and I'd like to describe this because I fucked up last time. So, this vampire isn't just hurting and unable to regenerate, it's searing. There's smoke coming off of its flesh. It's sparkling
Oh,
like it's
one
ever
go the
calling.
way.
And it's like holding up its hands. It's like, and it's stunned. It's stunned. It can't even act on this turn. It realizes that
thank
you're
goodness.
there, and it turns back, and it seems to retreat a little bit more. But now the ghoul's turn. The ghoul is up at one gaming, surrounded on all sides. No way out. It appraises that, going through Lonnie is probably its best hope. So the creature, desperate and baiting, rears back, snarls.
Is it because Lonnie's small?
Not of health, but that too. Also not having another person behind them. A hack with a claw slices across, baiting for your face, and clinking off of the stone, leaving a small mark there. Your dermis unmarred. And with that is the Tento turn. Tento, you had previously been grappled, but now you're not. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the net is grappled, and that's no longer applicable to either of us, right?
I think the stars was because he'd readied something, but
Okay.
All right.
Why is it lagging?
Oh, Tento stepped
Oh.
out into the abyss. Let me grab
Oh,
you.
I am in the abyss! Help! How'd I get into the abyss? I was trying to get to
Well,
behind.
you certainly weren't made in the abyss, so we'll have to be taking you back.
Okay, I guess I'll just stand here.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
are you
I
guys
didn't know
hearing-
Lumi was there.
Are you guys hearing Doggo?
No,
Not particularly.
Okay, yeah.
but I will try to listen for Doggo because I like doggos. I guess
Yeah,
I'll just
no,
swing
see,
at this
we're
guy.
not- The microphone lights aren't dancing at all, Pat, so we're good. So yes, Tento, you step forward. A terrible, nearly destroyed ghouly ghoul flesh eater crouches before you, hissing, stomach rended, dead, deep red brownish blood flowing like a lake from its oozing wound. As your wasting Falcon hacks through it, acidic splat, rending what's left of the
I am
spinal
not-
column as
I
its
am-
eyes roll back and go dim. Your foe defeat.
Which way did the vampire go?
West. No, west.
East. Oh.
Beast.
That way.
Nope. Sorry.
Just so you remember, to the southeast was a staircase taking us down here.
Indeed.
Oh.
So, Tento. Is that your movement?
Yep.
You can certainly
guess I'll-
hear footsteps around the corner, but you can't see the foe right now. That's your go?
Yeah.
Kabancho, the punishing light leaves you and the soothing darkness returns. You are in an elaborately decorated embalming chamber, which has become the scene of the vicious and cruel violence most foul. What do you do? I see you dart, pop out into the
25.
hallway, and find yourself standing before a horribly marred vampire spawn. They look at you, toga flowing, and
I can't remember. Was this the one that I had a staring contest and like all that, like?
no, this isn't the vampire. So the vampire who did all the badass stuff was wearing a mask.
Okay. But unfortunately, I only have 5 more feet of movement. So I guess I'm gonna point the sword down and extend my hand and do the good old Eldritch Blast.
I thought you should do a come hither. Yeah. You hurl a bolt. Describe for me this crackling energy that strikes your foe in the sternum.
Kabancho's Eldritch Blast has evolved over the campaign. Originally, it was a red, turned blue. Now it's back to red, but it's got a lighter tone to it. Not quite pink, but no longer could be considered red.
Magenta.
A violet? Yeah, it's that light. It's that infrared.
Isn't magenta purple?
I thought magenta was like a.
Well, if you're not quite
Yeah,
red, and you're
purplish
not
kinda
quite
red,
pink,
yeah.
You're normally purple. Well, I don't know color theory. For a very light bolt flies and lighter than the blood, yet in that vampire's veins, strikes them in the sternum, delivering 10 force damage, shattering bone beneath pale dead flesh. It snarls.
I'm assuming the
as you
9 doesn't hit though.
Hungry. Yeah, you pop 2 bolts, one flying wide, the other striking true. Tento, you see a pinkish light spat into the stone wall, cracking a paver.
You just hear Tinto's like, is that magenta colored? Who is that?
Right, Kabancho?
Now we just need cyan, yellow, and black, and then we can just make a
Pyro
better.
Power Rangers. So, Kabancho, is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Alright, but if for Common Riders, who gets the flute? Alright, so Zion. It finds itself behind a table of a corpsarium.
Just saying, Common Riders are a completely different thing.
Yes, inspect it. Is there anything special about this?
The table would seem intended for the embalming of corpses, with certain grooves along the side intending for the draining and introduction of fluid. It indicates a very sophisticated form of embalming. However, based on everything you've known about the Degorians up top, they tend to prefer either a less embalming-centric form of corpse retrieval or simply cremation. You've found lots of ashes, so it is a unique sort of table to find in such a place.
Zion got all that by looking at the table?
It's a very well-read robot.
That's what I was saying, Zion! Zion, big wrinkly brain right here.
Indeed.
Zion actually probably has the smoothest brain of the entire group. Practically polished and sparkling.
Yep. I will stand up for half movement. And I guess with the rest of my movement, I don't know.
If you
Wait.
do the
Does the table count as a wall? It's
The
telling me
table?
I'm colliding with the
It doesn't count as a wall. But it might be difficult terrain. You might have to vault it. Give me athletics or acrobat.
no, I think Kai's saying that he's token literally camping
yeah,
right now.
the token.
That's interesting
is-
because, well, does it think that you're off? Kind of level up. What you got negative 15 feet properly. Let me try and move you.
Is that why Zion knew so much about the table? Because it is part of the table too.
I am one with the
Alright,
table.
well, I'll leave you
Yeah,
there
that's what I
and move however further you want, but I think I moved you over. I'm floating. Yeah, you have to vault over this, so you know, difficult terrain or make an athletics or acrobatics, just jump straight over it.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
You do.
Dang, Zion!
Puts a hand down on the table and does a full body pinwheel over it, landing perfectly here at the center of all things, seen east, north, south, and west.
Why is Zion so
Nice.
cool?
Who knows? So I will take, I guess, my movement.
I bet
And then
someone
I'll-
really cool and important to the plot built that robot.
I will dash. And
Yeah, you see to the east. Oh no, you don't see that shit. Never mind.
I guess I'll come this way. All right, that's
To the north,
it.
you see
It's
what
my
looks
turn.
like one of those slid open hidden passages. You can't see what's within though. And it's Lonnie's turn.
But did we see what direction the mist went?
In generally west, but after that, no.
5, 10. Are you gonna let me pass Sento?
Yeah, I like to think Tinta likes to think that you're responsible enough to not get yourself killed.
And then that thing's still up, right?
Yep,
Yes.
that's rich.
Plus, he won't be too far behind anyways.
Sacred flame dashes down upon your
Wait, is
foe.
Lumi with you?
Dastardly
No.
determination.
Oh, they're definitely not getting far.
Diatribe awaiting you.
Lumi's also carrying our friend, our tied up
Prisoner.
friend.
Dynamically,
Prisoner, how is he
the foe
doing?
Dodges. A determined face, but a destabilized light upon the place. Yeah, you burned this bitch. They take double. They scream. They're having a bad time.
He's still not dead. Jeebus.
Oh, hi, Kawancho. Lumi would dodge for her action.
What,
So,
that's got to be up there with oh hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh hi, Kabancha.
oh, actually, yeah. No, I think I get moved one more. I will use spores on.
Kabancho, suddenly there was a wolf behind
I still have my first spores on me.
Oh,
so-
you do? I can't see it. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
it's barely there. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
because it was just 6.
And
Yeah, before you waste it, yeah, quicker mind. Because I know it doesn't stack, right?
no, it doesn't.
It
Okay.
will
Yeah,
take
10 HP
the
will
higher
override.
number.
Yeah, it'll take the
But
higher
yeah,
number.
it won't like stack in the sense that you get full value.
Okay, you get a whopping 6 health.
That's what mine is, too.
Alright, so,
This is normal health, by the way.
the vampire spawn looks north, looks south. It does not regenerate.
Would you care to have a conversation?
It looks at you discerningly, and it thinks about this for like 10 seconds. And it raises its hands cautiously and says, we need
He's got a gun. Oh, sorry. What?
in common, he says, we need have no further quarrel.
That depends how civil you would like to be with this conversation.
I assure you, I can be quite civilly serene. I have been
Also, and not waste our
resting
time.
for a long time. Of course.
The last
No one
person
says
we
it
had
like
a
that.
conversation, they wasted our time and we almost killed them. So
Well,
Almost killed them.
the almost gives me hope. You are a man of dwarf wit. Ask, and you shall have your answer. At this juncture,
Did he call me a dork?
dwarf
Mhm.
wit. You could roll history to know what that means. You have met the dwarken though.
I like to think that
The
he
fight
just
is now
called me a
over. The
dork.
last enemy has surrendered. Feel free to move about the cabin. Zion, you think you vaguely hear the sound of talking. To the east, to the north, you see an open hidden door. You hear a baiting and bashing of a creature that you then see run around the corner and try and get through this other wall. It looks like a ghoul trying to escape.
Oh, well, hello there.
The ghoul turns around and, seemingly recognizing what you've said, reaches up a hand, looks at you, and regards you for a moment, sniffs at you, hops a little closer, and tries to peer between the folds of your armor. Finding no meat there, it just sort of turns back around and tries to get out again.
What an interesting
And Gabancho, what are you up to here? Oh, you're brewing?
yeah, I'm gonna pop a cork and take a drink while I have a chat.
All right. The vampire spawn looks at you, enjoying your beverage, and
Cork's
says,
still drawn.
"So, I see you are a man of
How did
culture,
you-
indeed. Tell me, do you want to know? I'll be very direct."
Well, the first question is, do you know how to open the front door, get out of here through another means?
How? Yes. Can I do it for you? No.
No, I could describe how to do it.
Well,
Still be nice to know.
yes. So, the seal on the door will open under two circumstances. One is the setting of the sun. The other is the discharging of the barrier. The discharging of the barrier requires a lot of blood, and one who knows how to wield it. If you were, he looks for the right word, like me, I could show you the process, but you are yet among the living.
So, anyways,
He's not gonna touch that 10-foot pole.
What time did we come in here?
An hour
Morning.
before midnight. Or sorry. Wait, did you guys go in morning, or did you take the advice to stay until an hour before midday?
no, we went in morning because we hopped over early on. Thought there would be more prep time, and then we're told, "Oh, we'd already done all the prep. Let's just go."
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
vampire spawn's turn.
You
or
hear
turn?
Tento like in the back. Are we still trying to kill him?
No. But anything else that moves for game.
Heard.
Zion's gonna start killing this ghoul.
He heard it! He heard it! Zion
Ghouls,
got
stop
ears!
moving! They won't kill you if you stop moving!
Wait, you gonna start hurting or herding?
Zion's sight is based on movement. Just don't move.
Like you're gonna like try and like kill the ghoul, or you can try and herd the ghoul. Hurt or herd? I didn't hear it right.
Heard or heard?
Kill the ghoul.
Heal. So give me an Arcana or a Nature.
Arcana or nature?
Depending on what you want to try to do. Both kind of work.
Okay, so you suspect that the ghoul's main form of sustenance and renewal. It appears that it doesn't like do it in combat actively, necessarily, but the ghoul is its metabolism, so much as it has one, is a parasitic, necrotic absorption of the life present in flesh. You do believe that you could use conventional healing magic to restore it because it is fed by the same sustenance that feeds life. So, do you want to? Do you just want, like, what means do you want to use to heal the ghoul?
Oh, no, I'm not healing the ghoul. I'm killing the ghoul.
Oh, I've misheard you so many fucking times. Okay, yeah.
Zion's the opposite.
It did not interpret you as a living thing, so we didn't quite realize it had to be afraid of you. So you have advantage. You're just gonna walk up right behind it and like finish it off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got so confused there. You want to start healing the? Oh my god! Yeah, this is a really healing fist to the back of the skull. Down at 0 gaming, you pop it.
You healed it from undead to just straight dead.
Yes.
Sometimes dead is better.
Yeah, your Thunder Gauntlet is full of skull and rotting brain now. The walls blasted with blood.
I slowly turn around and look at Tento. There's a lot of blood.
Tento's like, all right. He said everything else was free game. Even if he didn't say that, I didn't see anything.
So, Kabancho, Lonnie, Kabancho, and Lumi are around. Lumi, by this time, you're speaking whatever language you want, I'd say, because the combat stress is past. What do y'all want to say and do with the vampire spawn?
So, we don't actually want to just kill every one of you. We're actually here to try to figure out how to hold the peace,
Well,
and if you plan to disrupt the peace.
well, I don't mean to be indirect, but that requires some definition. Do you mean war, or do you mean the peace in a more keeper of the law sense?
Peace is a cohabitation that doesn't directly introduce conflict
Well-
at a coin drop.
One might say that the conflict is underway, and
I agree.
those assembled are plotting their next stage of an ongoing conflict. It is unlikely that they are presently disposed to receive you as guests.
Well, we are here to stop in some shape or form.
I see.
I would like to not have a bloodbath on either side.
Indeed. Well, seems to be thinking. He says, well, perhaps a suggestion. There are... Oh yeah, if you want to, you don't want to investigate if y'all are looking at that particular wall to your north.
Yeah.
Because it did seem like the ghoul was trying to scratch and get through. The vampire spawn says, well, there are 3 entourage of import here now, one of which you've just encountered. I believe the embalmer met with an unfortunate fate. However, to the north, at the shrine, you could find others living like yourselves who are in the graces of those who call this meeting. And to the east, you'd find the statue of the god who guards the underworld. And there is another sort of entourage there, not living. And perhaps one of these 2 would extend you the graces of their master. And perhaps entreat to negotiate with.
I want to try to insight, especially the part where he thinks that we have a chance of negotiation.
Yep.
Ah, yes, insight. You're always so good at those.
Let's fucking go! Fuck you, Darren!
Who's to
Oh.
say?
Dang.
Hold up.
What was that?
We
shit?
do have
What
something
was
for
that
this in these
shit?
special occasions.
Oh. Mm.
Oh, you died. Congrats.
Wait, no. 18,
No, you meet it. You beat it.
19,
I meet
20,
it.
21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you died.
So,
Wait. I can't remember. Is meeting defender's choice or
I
defender's
believe
favor or
the
attacker's
attacker.
favor?
Think of it like AC. The attacker needs to hit the number. That's how I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I keep forgetting because like it
Yeah,
doesn't
but which
come
one
up
of
too
you is
often.
a defender in this case? Is that a charisma check for deception or persuasion?
the white pallor of death hangs deeply about the staunched face of this ancient entity. However, there is something to how they're choosing their word, the lilt in their voice. They know you want a diplomatic outcome. And they know that if you are kept talking, the situation could change in their favor. They don't seem to be very loyal. They seem to be a bit more opportunistic. It's not that they don't think negotiations are possible, it's that they don't think they're going to go your way, and they're trying not to let that on.
I'm gonna hold up the spider's cut and say, so this is your last warning of wasting our time.
Listen. It is possible to negotiate. I didn't say it was likely. I'm being
You
direct.
try to imply it so.
Well, allow me to dispense with implications. I don't think those assembled here are interested in treating with the living on an equal playing field, so you'll need to equalize the playing field. How you do that is your prerogative. You obviously put on a good show, he gesticulates to his marred flesh.
Can you give us more insight on why they're doing?
Well, why they are presently assembled, or in a more general sense, doing... He gesticulates to his body. The undeaf.
Why are
The
they
latter.
Ah, well, the daughters Acalaris, as you by no doubt know you are encroaching upon the meeting grounds of, is an ancient and storied Degorian institution. And it is so old that one could be forgiven for thinking it had always been. Such institutions have quite a bit of weight behind them. And let me put it this way. If you could live forever, wouldn't you be interested? So, each
No.
person, well, to each their own, but many people have taken up the offer, and many people have benefited. And so there is a series of beneficiaries, and there are a series of obligations. And these benefits and obligations go back to the days of the mythic figure of Brota Acalaris. Of course, there are rumors that she has been seen in these modern nights, but I put no stock. I'm sure if the mythic founder had returned, there would be more than rumors.
People are being voluntarily turned.
Well, generally, yes. But sometimes, no. It's certainly within the realm of the daughters Acalaris to foist things upon those who they feel need foisting.
Lonnie's gonna look at the guy on Lumi. Like he said that like, he was essentially like forced into helping them, right?
Yeah, he said that he was given an offer he couldn't refuse, basically.
So, what can you tell us about the I don't know if he was master, but the one that got away, the one of the three
Yes.
entourage, as you called it.
Well, no. That the three assembled here who have an entourage are very important. That one is a peer, but they are not so strong. Like most, they are concealing their identity. Mask. I couldn't say their name for sure, but I can tell you that they are a powerful vampire, but not the most powerful vampire you will meet here. They are probably aligned with one of the three below, but I couldn't hazard a guess as to whom. I was on guard duty and summoned to the site of a disturbance. I am now conversing with the disturbance. As you can imagine, that makes me a poor guard.
It's okay. We have one question for you for that topic. But anything else you can tell us about them?
About the Daughters Acalaris in general.
The leadership that's pushing their agenda.
Yes. They are greatly emboldened by some recent event, and they are planning a big move. And how did you guys do in the investigate, by the way?
I rolled an
did
11, and Kai rolled a 23.
Right. To Zion, you handedly determined that there are another set of hidden doors to the north here. I presume you'd like to open them.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this opens you up into this area, and you overhear the sounds of talking that sounds like it's sort of reverberating to your east. And meanwhile, I'm gonna come down here, and all right. So you guys have talked to the vampire spawn. Do you want to do anything with the vampire spawn?
Real
say
quick.
anything
So
else?
we wanted to ask about the leadership, and the other question I had was, do they have a timeline that you know of?
Ooh, I believe such matters are to be decided this very night,
All right.
or
So
day, as the case may be above. And as to leadership, well, you have just been in the company of Gorana's entourage. There's the accompaniment of Pelton to the north, and in the east, by the Guardian of Hell, you would meet those with Fomo. Those of Foamos? I am trying to be direct, but it's hard to pin down.
Out of game question. We have no info on their motive.
You know that there's. I mean, you know that some weird stuff
Friend!
has been happening, and you know that this involved the murder of members of the Trade League, and murders, like deaths, suspicious deaths involved in doping incidents at the Spring Games. You don't know the ultimate motives or who is behind it, or if this is the faction behind it.
Okay.
But the killing of members of the Trade League does imply an ongoing dispute. And this guy alluded to an ongoing dispute.
And Lonnie also wants to ask them, you mentioned a Brota before, so is she a figure that's looked highly upon?
Oh, of course, she's our legendary founder. Every vampire here draws their line of descent from a Brota. That is the requirement to be a daughter Apollaris, after all. I was turned by a vampire who was turned by a vampire who was, and such on and such forth. Eventually, back to the ultimate source of the Brota Apollaris, the mythic founder. There are even those who postulate she may have never existed and is more of a symbol of an organization. Wait, Zion is starting to put on the ghoul body.
Hello!
Zion, you begin to stretch and there's popping and bone and blood. You gotta have it like.
That's just
opened
like,
up
please
and
just stop.
The head was
stop.
smashed by your fist, but
It's
you
a
gotta-
great disguise.
No, it's not, Zion. You don't even fit in there.
Like a third of Zion's
You
body.
guys
Yeah,
hear
that's what I
weird
imagined.
slurping and bone breaking and blood splattering to the north.
Alright, so that's probably our cue that we need to start things back. So,
Indeed.
what to do with you?
Ah, well, you could let
What
me
is the
know.
most likely outcome for you to survive this encounter? With
If I were to
your
find someplace,
leadership?
I just find someplace very dark and hide, I do believe you've taken care of any witness who would claim I did anything other than fight.
do you need I pulled the blade, a lasting scar?
Ooh, I
Did
he
burn the
po-
man. What are
points
you
out,
talking
like,
about?
Like the
Yeah.
holy deeds of, like,
Vampire
all
that's
of it's
regenerating
like,
though.
I think
so...
I've got quite enough damage.
No, you can't regenerate at the moment because of the radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's gonna eventually go away.
So I will.
Well, I mean, yours is eventually gonna go away too.
yeah. So if it's all the
Yeah.
same to you, I will find a place to hide, and this conversation never happened.
Agreed. If I do see you again, I will not hesitate. I hope you survive.
Thank you.
And I walk away.
Yeah. By the way, Zion, have you given the machine of no name any further orders other than to hold the stairs?
Oh, it was supposed to follow us.
Oh, okay. So it's followed you down. All right. So by this time, oh, I gotta move it down to your level. Hold on.
Yeah.
By this time it's down here, and okay. So guys, go to this level. To this level. And yeah, all right. So, you guys hear dim, like faint talking to the east, and do you find yourselves interested in that, perhaps? As Zion has put on the top half of a destroyed ghoul, bone, like fractured rib, awkwardly poking around its metal body, and ghoul skin slicked over it, a bloody mess.
Yeah, please
Zion,
stop this.
Do you need some help taking that off?
It's trying to put it on.
It's a disguise.
Right.
You overhear a nearby voice say, "The disturbance has been dealt with," and another one says, "Well, the violence has stopped, so probably. We go check." No.
What horrible guards!
Okay, there's Skyrim guards, okay?
This is what happens when you don't pay your employees enough.
Actually, this is more Morrowind than Skyrim.
True.
At least
Alright.
Skyrim, they chase you.
Tento's just gonna be like, what horrible guards? Jeez.
Yeah.
No one check on anything.
In the distance, you hear a woman's voice say, "Silence! Silence, all. We are the daughters Acalaris. Let us show some dignity with these proceedings." And there's sort of a murmur of agreement, and then people shut the fuck up. And that seems to have come to the east of where you are, Zion, like around this, and like it's coming to the east for Lonnie as well.
Now, Zion, please stop trying to put on the ghoul's body and just step back for a second, and let's think.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
I'm
stop?
always thinking.
Okay, cool. Now, while you're thinking, did you think putting on a ghoul's body was a good idea?
It's a great disguise. I don't see why you didn't want to use it.
Because, Zion, I'm not sure that smell will ever leave me if I put that thing on.
What smell?
I learned something new today. Zion cannot smell. Gotcha! Yeah, this is a learning experience for both of us. Thank you, Zion. But yeah, no, that thing smells horrible, and I'm not putting on a dead body? Dead, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm
And
sure Lonnie has a way to get rid of smells.
That doesn't mean that doesn't change the fact that I don't want to do it. I see what you're trying to do. I still don't want to do it.
Will we hear from the east again?
That's where you heard the talking, the dialogue that I said earlier. Or do you want like a recap of the dialogue?
Oh no, I just
I will try to step. I'm just gonna walk past Zion and start going down the hall.
Is there
So,
light
you
coming
poke your
down
head-
from the hall besides from us?
There is sort of like a vague illumination, like a glowing red light. Tento, you see two vampires, or you see two cloaked figures looking out over a vast circle. And actually, I should probably illumine the center to give a... Actually, no, it's dark as fuck.
That makes sense.
But Tento, in the darkness, you can make out there's like this like huge circular area, roughly analogous to the one above, and they seem to be stood at the precipice, like this different stone down here. Tento, he's like 15 feet down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And across from you, you almost see the darkness dancing. But the voices come down from around the edge, and these watchers, you can see shadowed figures in various alcoves like this one that you're behind, and they all seem to be watching and listening. As a male voice, or a voice says, "Well, I think it's ripe for action. After all, our brave Anax is preparing her cherished conquest, and she does so thirst for the strength of youth. See how she tries to sculpt that paltry, putty flesh. So many warriors with pent-up aggression, so easily brought to our cause. Why don't we stoke the flame just a little? We can say Ischydonian doesn't need non-warrior traders, and just like that, the League won't be so popular anymore. It was your plan to begin the murders at the Spring Games. Look what that's brought. Strangers reported in the palace. Strangers. Who cares? Intrigue is lovely. That woe-besalt tiefling is so charming. I'm sure they've salted a few spies and peppered a few agents. What makes a meal if not the spices? I want a flavorful intrigue. That's why we needed murder with style. What? Do you want us to abduct them in the night and use their blood for experiments, Gorana? Please. We're the daughters of Acalaris. We have a reputation to live up to. And after our dear founder has just silence. From across the room, you hear one voice, and then many. We have witnessed everything you have brought, and it is wanting. We now. There's a rough ashness to this, like a bellows blowing every time it speaks, a new voice clawing from the eastern end of the chamber. We have called everyone here to us, because now is the time to strike. There is weakness here, and Actigoros. It does not matter to us what mortal holds the flames, or if Albard's little expedition holds the rights to the walls. We will be masters under Actigoros again, as we were in years past, and we will reign in Ischydonian once again. There will be blood in every festive twist. We will feast upon the living in the grottos, not the graveyards. Again, we have not forgotten these times. We remember the ancestral ways. We know the nature of the foes. Felton says, Come, Folmos. You're so dour. That was then. This is now. Things have changed, evolved, and in so many delightful ways. I say, we lead a false trail. Let the League believe it was actually a certain someone in Actigoros, presently hiding out on his island after a little incident with a veteran in the square. So, he's not around to defend himself. We pin the murders on him. And then, the League and Actigoros are even more at each other's throats, creating a new wedge for us. You're making this up as you go along, Falmos. Oh, Gorana, how dare you accuse me of the truth? The conversation continues in much this way. Three distinct voices. Well, one of the voices is sort of a cacophony. And all of these cloaked figures, after being yelled at by Gorana, very much stock still observing.
Around the corner.
And important note is, you've probably seen, but there's a door here. But also, directly across from here is a statue, is like a carving on the wall of someone holding up the sun, and the sun is a bit reflective.
All right. I'm assuming we can take a 5-foot step of
Yeah,
isolation.
so if you step into the secret chamber, especially if you close the hidden doors, you can absolutely have a little isolation chamber. You can converse about what you heard and witnessed thus far. Yes.
Can we also try to start taking a short rest, do you think?
Sure. Do you guys want to close the doors to the hidden chamber?
I wanted to see if we could still eavesdrop during the
Yeah.
short rest, personally.
Is Tento coming in?
Enter inside.
And I'm assuming Lumi joins in his side as well.
I don't know necessarily about closing the door because I want to be able to eavesdrop.
Sure. Do you want to leave both passages open or close one, hold the other open for an ear? The northern one is better for eavesdropping.
We'll close the southern one.
All right.
Yeah.
The hidden passage, its stones roll.
Man,
So how much
What
noise
a-
did that make?
Not so much noise that it would summon someone. I will note that this floor is a little. Puts you ill at ease. You don't think you could sleep here soundly, but you think you can take a short rest.
for those of us missing hit points, does that happen to go away after a short rest? Long rest?
I will check that, but I believe that's a long rest affair. Let me look.
Okay.
Yeah, long rest is when the max HP damage is given back.
Okay.
So, yeah, and you can't sleep on this floor. You get the feeling that the desecration of the place has something to do with it. But remember, the floor up, you de-desecrate. Okay. So yeah, you guys can roll your hit dice and do all that sort of stuff. As this goes on, yeah, do you guys want to have your little short rest chat?
Sure.
Short rest, yeah. You find yourselves in a darkened vestibule. A chamber with little alcoves for corpses.
Oh my god, I am rolling so bad.
All these alcoves are without bodies, although there are recent claw marks around them.
Oh my god! I rolled a 4, a 3, a 5, and a 3.
Oh, I guess
Okay, there's
since
that
Tyr's
9.
gone, someone else has to take the curse.
Jesus! I don't want this anymore! Alright, well. Yeah, okay, so this is a main question. So, thoughts on what they were saying?
Before that, while we're taking a long rest, I'm going to find
Long rest, I wish.
Sorry, short rest. During a short rest, I'm going to find some critters and cast Goodberry.
I'm sorry? I can cast what?
Goodberry.
Wait, why do you need to find critters?
The flavor text has changed a little bit.
Aha!
And so I now have 10 round objects to that will do
Round
some.
up
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't trust these
He was using his
objects.
altered Goodberry. Oh. Yeah, 10 cocoon.
Bunch of
Some
stuff.
awfully bright red berry juice.
It's not all red.
Goo. I like that.
So, things we do know, there's a lot of them in there. The things we faced so far was just but simple guards. And we were not tasked to destroy all of them or kill all of them. We need to find a way to get out, let them know where they are, so that we can have other stronger forces coordinate to help us take these people down.
Apparently, the door doesn't open until nightfall, and nightfall's still quite a ways away.
Yeah. I'm assuming our friend is still on Lumi. I asked him.
Is he just like fucking chilling on there? That's hilarious.
Ask him so. The other way that you speak of.
Oh, she's.
Nope,
Do you
is
know
Elise
where it
there?
is?
Oh, is Lee there?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Who are you
Okay.
asking?
Our friend on Lumi.
Our tied up friend on Lumi.
Oh, right. So, V, what's
Friend.
his face? Yeah. Let me go find his
Friend.
token so that I can represent him once more.
Yeah,
He's been such a good, quiet friend.
That's how
He's actually cursing up a storm. We just like ignored him.
I don't think we gagged him.
Yeah.
So
so
they want to have a
Verdnos-
good way to communicate to the people, upstairs.
So what do you want to say to Verdnos?
I just wanted to get to ask him again, so that other way out that you spoke of, where is it?
Verdnos says, It's somewhere down below, on the lowest level.
Did we see a staircase at the staircase we came down on? Like it went further down?
No. You found a shortcut level. You found what he told you about is there's a main stair and then a shortcut staircase down here. You found the shortcut staircase he was talking about, so you're down here. But you didn't find one that takes you down to level -3. You're on negative level 2 now. It was just a -1 to -2 there.
Alright, so do you know how deep the lowest floor is?
And Verdnos says there's just one floor below this. It's perhaps 60 feet below the surface, maybe further, maybe 90. But there's only one more floor. Somewhere down there is the passageway that the daughters Aqualeris use to come in and out unseen. But I've never seen that passageway. Nor do I know its use. I must say, I'm impressed. You seem to be a random group of adventurous sorts, and you've gone toe-to-toe with several of these vampires. Have you done this before? Are you famous?
Didn't he literally call us the Shade of the Mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
Did he? No, I don't think he did.
I don't think
That's-
he did.
I thought
But
someone
the-
called us it.
The higher priest that was with him did.
He wasn't. He wasn't a very
Yeah.
good student, nor was he good at listening.
Never noticed. He's like, ah, yes, I recall. The shade of the mountain, my master said. What? Looks around and he says, wait a minute. Aren't you mercenaries? Who's hired you?
No,
Alright,
mercenaries
so
don't
as a-
always have to be doing a job.
Ah, well, my mistake. Yes, well,
We're also
if I knew anything that could get us out of here, I would tell you. Obviously, I've made mistakes, but I prefer to throw my lot in with the living than the dead.
Oh my god, they're torturing Jake!
Oh my god. Yeah, so
we
like
have
is
to
he-
go rescue him.
No, Dad, don't go through the door.
Zion's also walking on a heated gaming moment.
Well, I also hope that you live long enough to atone for your mistakes. But
Indeed. So
I mean, at this
That's
point,
fair.
you've been kind enough. How would you like to proceed? You want us to let you go? Do you want to come with us? Hide with us?
he breathes and he says, wait a minute. I have an idea.
I reach for the sword just instinctively.
He says, what if we go for the bluff? What if you and I just walk up to these entourages and claim that we're also supposed to be here? And, you'll be able to talk to them directly, learn about their patron, and then perhaps, can't believe I'm suggesting this, but I've seen you fight vampires readily, find some way to outwit them. Now, one problem is I believe that a vampire you were fighting got away.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed badly wounded. Their first priority will be taking care of their own wounds. But they might communicate with the leaders shortly. Perhaps if we could head that off, or I don't know. But some degree of subterfuge could get us close.
So it sounds like you want to stick with us and not fend for yourself.
He says, well, to be quite frank, I think if I fend for myself, I'm dead.
At least he's honest.
All right. I'll look at the rest of the party. So how do you guys want to proceed? I say we try to stealth out and find a way out of here.
Yeah, I've seen some of you guys try to lie. It
Hey.
doesn't go well.
Hey, That's hurtful.
I am perfectly good at lying.
Good lie.
Bonnie
It's just gonna-
raises an eyebrow at Zion.
Ha, ha, ha.
Hey, out of
Well, the
curiosity,
problem
how
is not
structurally
all of
sound?
us.
How
Yeah.
structurally sound are these catacombs?
There are people that claim it to be indestructible and that will last forever. And then
And
there's Zion that's saying, "Hey, you got a weak point right dead center of this area."
yeah, Verdno says, there is a different interpretation to what my master believes about the floor.
Go on.
Well, there are some who say that the divine power of Thelatos holds the floor there in perpetuity. But there are those who say that that is from an incomplete rubbing. And at the architectural site it was found, there was a smashed bit of stone which seems to have more writing on it. It's conjecture, we don't have all the letters, but some say it says in perpetuity until the time comes for the something of the sun, presumably radiance, and then the rest is definitely cut off. I would say probably resplend, or no, maybe descend. I mean, I'm interested in these sorts of questions. That's how I got myself in the situation. Oh, the woes of a scholar.
What time is it now?
Yeah, Zion, do you come built in with the clock?
If
I
you guys,
can't.
you guys went in for you guys did go in during the morning, right? You've confirmed that?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought you went in around. Okay, so that means it's like
Not even noon. Let's go.
I mean the sun's up. So
Out
there's
of
that.
curiosity,
Yeah, yeah.
out of curiosity, Zion, do you remember where exactly you said where the weak point was? Where you
I
thought it
don't
was
think.
weak?
I don't think we're close. I don't think we're underneath the church, in the temple. If that's what you're saying.
We
Well,
are underneath.
We are definitely in the
the big circle is based on what Tento thinks he's seen directly underneath that circle.
Oh, we didn't walk that far.
You walked around to
We're
like a
walking a
cellar
lot
entrance and
downward.
then went right below. You've been right below
Yeah.
the temple the whole time.
Okay.
Right where they're standing. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Well, a floor above and right where you're standing.
As you eavesdrop, you hear the conversation continues on, and offhandedly, Pelton says, "Oh, what about that disturbance we heard the guards reporting earlier?" And Gorana says, "It is of no interest to us. We have sealed this place. If some mortal has gotten in, they can't possibly survive the upper levels." And
Idiots.
Fulmos says, "You shouldn't be so sure. I saw them with a pair of our eyes. They had a creature made entirely of metal and glass, and also things that should not be." Oh? The undead? No. Living. Imbued. Miracles. Strangeness. Oddities. Felton says, "Oh, you're such a tease, Fulmos. Come out and say it."
And now
I'm
they're talking
starting to
about
get
you.
interested.
No, they're not, you
Mhm.
jackass.
Gorana says, "Well, if there is potent blood here, then obviously we three should have the first go at it." And
Okay.
Guys, I need to
your short rest has passed, right?
Guys,
And-
Let me
if we're
roll
good to go,
one
then,
more dice before I do this.
Yeah, you may as well just roll your dice. Honestly.
There we go.
Bonnie's also.
Gonna
If
what?
we ever do talk to them, we may also be able to bargain off some information about Brota.
I just want to
do
say
you have her
that
mask still?
No,
that
Tyr
thing
used
broke.
it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Tyr-
Oh,
Tyr
that's
used it.
right.
Hey, Kabanchi, you weren't even here for that. Also, I'd just like to point out that the
Right.
people who they're trying to pin the blame on, and Akigoro's, yeah, he's hiding because I did some shit.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Well, also you guys weren't listening. The person they want to stir a lot more tension at Akigoro. It's already fucked up over there,
Hmm.
and one of the people who they want to pin the blame on is someone I encountered. I forgot what his name was. Lee, what was his name?
Like S
Who's Lee?
something.
Shh, I'm talking.
God.
Kabancho.
God, what was his name again?
So
It was
irrelevant.
Scaloros, I think. I think it was Scaloros.
I believe his name's Scaloros. Yeah, he was a piece of scumbag using children to like use oil refineries.
What the fuck?
Yeah, scumbag. Like I said, I messed up his operation and kicked him out of the town.
Is that why we got some kids at the keep now?
Yeah, oil
Ah.
kids?
Several kids. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately they had some lasting effects and they really couldn't work around the city, so I brought them to the. Yeah, that's why they're there.
Lonnie makes a note to treat them extra nicely now. Like even more so, as in borderline spoiling.
But maybe we can do something now. I would like to do something now because yeah, they're trying to mess with my home.
Well, we definitely can't take on that many people right now. Like we need to focus on getting out because I can't create sunlight like that again.
Does Zion know if it blows the ceiling? Would sunlight would sunlight shine down into here?
Yes.
We're like 2 levels down,
Yeah,
by
we're
the
like 2 levels down.
way.
Yeah.
Now, important note. The structure of the temple above is built with deliberately reflective material and like has a cutout in the east and west to bring the light of the sun. But it wouldn't, unless it's around midday, you won't get a proper full sun punch down. But you will bring the light of the sun down here. So yeah, if you blew it up right now, you get something. If you blew it up in a, God, I really thought you guys went down with the hour before noon suggestion that I made for no particular reason. In a couple of hours, to not put too fine of a point on it, you're not sure how many, it'll be really effective, but it'll do something now.
Either way, we can't stay here.
We
So we
could
try to
try
go for
to.
that door to the west and try to find a way around. Try to find the next staircase.
So it
We
sounds
could-
like we're not going to try to talk to them. We're just going to try to find a way out.
I think we
Well,
will if we
yes.
don't have any other choice. But I don't think we should ruin our element of surprise to attempt a conversation.
We could try to destroy the ceiling through that weak point. It'll let in some sunlight.
I don't know if destroying a ceiling is going to be any easier than just trying to destroy the door that we came through.
Well,
It did look like the floor was like absolutely ready to go.
Or the Zion.
Like
did
it
look
really,
weak
it
up
looked
top.
like it should have already collapsed.
The doorway. I mean, I don't know if this whole place is magically sealed, but the doorway seems like a fresh slab of stone versus the ceiling looking kind of weak. And we have a Zion.
I mean, I think we should still try to go out the way that they came in first, and if not, then we can try the ceiling.
My only word with that is that takes us in the opposite direction of Zion's idea, and puts
No,
a
we can
lot of
always-
things between us and that ceiling idea. If we choose one, we're probably committing to one.
Well, I don't think we should try anyways at the moment because all three of those guys are there.
Mm-hmm.
The most effective time for the sunlight to shine in would be around noon. We still have a couple, maybe a couple hours until then.
So there's
So
no
a couple more
reason-
short rest, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Martinis, anyone?
What the fuck?
What? Who said that?
So for now, let's go downstairs.
Well,
Oh shit! We
fuck,
ran
what's
over. We
the-
ran over. Sorry. As we have this conversation.
Oh, it's 10.
Yeah. As our party considers the situation, we also considered that it's a 10-minute break time.
You did put that in the chat.
Sorry,
No, it's our fault too because we weren't
So-
paying attention either.
We'll be back at 10:25. We do have an early end tonight to High Road. At 11:30. So we'll see what our heroes do.
So I just want to say that I think we should just go down the stairs, and if that doesn't work, we'll blow out the ceiling. How's that sound? Before we discuss any more of this.
Out of game? I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But I still hold the opinion of if we choose one, we're probably committing to one. Because going downstairs and making noise, that puts a bunch of them between us and the ceiling idea.
Well,
I just also have reservations about, fucking collapsing the whole time.
well,
mean,
temple's
if we do-
already tainted. Who cares?
If the other thing is, if we do collapse the ceiling, there's a good chance we can get out that way.
hmm
So, unless you
'cause
have
we
a
have
really
short-
strong opinion, it looks like we're going downstairs.
And then
Not particularly.
we can double back. Because we can't get out that way. We have to get out some way. We're gonna go back to them anyways.
Also, Kibancho was trying to pose a question of if anyone has any means of communicating to the outside.
Not to anyone relevant, no.
Also,
I mean,
yeah,
I talked to Orochi for a bit. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yoshi, can you just fly over like a couple of...
I do remember when we first brought that up. We were just like, "Are you guys okay? Are you guys in trouble already? What the fuck?" And then didn't proceed the conversation after that. Also, Darren, it's been a hot second, and we've been in the same initiative for a while, but I do pass my fuck, what's it called? Where the fuck did it go?
Past nothing.
Oh, this is different. Well, I'm sure Lee will give us a minute, but I would cast Gift of Alacrity on you, which adds an additional 1d8 to all your initiative rolls for the next 8 hours.
Thanks. My initiative rolls, I'm gonna need that. Say 8 hours?
Yeah.
Jesus. Is that like a once per day thing?
Very much so.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I could do this more than once.
Mm-hmm.
But Uh, there's an opportunity cost basically.
Hello. Hello, gang
Hello.
stars. It is I, Lee.
Lee.
I like the new look, Lee.
Thank you. I transitioned.
Beautiful.
So you're gonna approve all of our ideas, all of our magic item requests.
Oh yeah, no. +3 to everything. +5 actually. +5 to everything that you have.
Oh, dang.
I'm sure when the game resumes, I
wait.
will continue.
Does that
to-
include the mango?
Oh, the mango is a
Does it become
+8
like a
now.
+12?
Oh, +8 now?
No,
Dang.
+12. +12.
Plus
You're right,
12?
you're right.
Plus
There you
12.
go.
It's fairer, I think.
It is a
Nice,
god.
nice.
The mango is a god right now.
Mango has ascended.
The mango's gonna be the big boss at the end of the game. I told myself that.
Oh yeah, you told yourself
You're
that.
actually gestating the unborn god of the
Do not
new
be
age
afraid.
of the mango.
I like the way you
Zion
think.
wasn't
Lee. I like
seeking
the way you
knowledge this whole
think.
time. He was seeking this mango. Now he's
Wow,
just
The mango
capturing it.
was
Lee keeps
the
his volume, like,
knowledge.
so low. Hold on. Oh, there, I can hear things again. Hello.
That's why Zion already found the ultimate knowledge. It's the mango.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You're so brilliantly.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
Yes.
just gotta let Zion know that the answer's been with him the whole time.
It's good. It's good to be able to confirm these things. You know, in between sessions.
Yes. Sure you won't change your mind later?
Certain.
Certain? Alright.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, good. Good to know.
1000%. Plus 12 times 10 to that percent.
I don't think that's much more, but like the enthusiasm.
Yes. Oh wow, Lee's got a cool map set up. Ooh, I should add more baddies. Let's see, yeah. Please,
Oh,
He's just gonna be
Hold
like
up,
super
Lee.
confused. Like,
Hold up.
wait
I
a
don't
second,
know
did I
about
add those
this.
things to here?
Oh yeah. Oh, ooh, what's this? Tarrasque
fucking
vampire? Okay, yeah, let's do that one.
Let's add 5 more of those.
Yeah, put 5 more Tarrasque vampires here. Oh wow, undead Orcus. Okay, let's toss a couple of those in. Right, I think that's good.
You sure you don't want to add more? We
More
like friends.
more Orcuses, God of the Undead.
Yeah,
no, I
that
think
one.
I think 3 is good. Of course,
Alright.
Lee has changed it to Orca, Goddess of the Undead.
Don't you mean you?
Parentheses Slay Queen.
Are you referring to yourself in third person now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously it's this new thing that I'm doing.
Okay.
It's not enough to merely interject my name into words. Lee has to now say Lee's own name when Lee is referring to Lee's self.
Perfect.
Perfect, Lee.
Sounds really awesome. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna get some food before I pass out.
Yeah, fair enough. Hope the upper one bothering. Dragana told the High Road's crew about your plans to unleash undead Tarasquays.
That's a good thing that the mic was muted then.
You heard everything.
Oh no!
You also got a blanket
also
approval
got-
of a plus 12 mango.
The plus 12 mango? Oh my god, the mango
And
knows
all
no
our
end.
equipment's got +5.
Of course.
No,
Well,
that's
I mean,
not
that was
important. The plus 12 mango is more important.
that was the holiday bonus. Alright, so let me capture method, automatic. Windows 10. Come on. Oh my god, the mango. The mango, let's okay. Our capture is back up. High road, okay.
Oh, hey, welcome back, Lee.
Yeah. Also, technically speaking, it was supposed to say 10:15, but put 10:25. Anyway, we're back. We're here for a good time, not a long time. We've got a little over an hour remaining in the session. So
Lee, you did mention earlier that you were going to give us +5 to everything.
oh my god. So anyways,
And the mango is now +12 and sentient and a god.
so the mango ascends. The mango appears to become the mango one. It's hard to describe the splendor you gaze upon, but you feel as if though there's naught but the wonder of the mango in the world, and though it is unpleasant to look away from it, feels as if though you have lost your guiding light. It's truly a wonder. You think, what have I done to deserve such a grand thing? And you wonder what would happen if you fed it to a Pokemon.
Are there Pokemons in this world?
So,
Aaron, how many creatures do you quote unquote own?
More than Lonnie.
Damn. That
Yeah, I don't own any. I don't own any creatures. I'm friends with them. I don't.
Let me give
I
you a
don't know
real
what
suspect
ownership
look.
you're talking about.
let me give
I
you
am
a
simply
real.
friends with Lumi.
Yeah.
Also, honestly, Lumi kind of babysits Lonnie half the time anyway. So
Half
Yeah.
the time.
So,
Anyway. Hey Kiki, we should probably untie him.
Oh no, yeah, we can untie him at this point.
we're gonna say, well, thank you. Obviously, we got off on a bit of a treacherous foot, but I'm happy to help. Lumi
You tried to feed us
growls
a
at me.
vampires.
Insight check on the
Treacherous,
happy to
but-
help.
Treacherous, but you tried to feed us some vampires and ghouls.
And he's like, well, there's no point denying that.
I'm glad you realized that.
But I will endeavor to make what amends I may. And he does, for what it's worth, seem sincere about this. He's realized that you guys. If he thought you guys could win going in, he probably wouldn't have betrayed you. But now he knows you can win, or he really thinks you can win. So he's unironically like throwing it on your side.
Okay.
Blind obedience. I
I
love it.
get my mount back. Yes.
Also, just like a rotting ghoul body smeared over the top of Zion.
Zah,
It's
take
like
that
a-
off!
It's like a ghoul
So
hoodie.
at the end of the chat, you hear footsteps, and someone says, "Who approaches the circle?" And one says, "It is I. I have suffered grievous injury. The
I think that's our
interlopers,
cue to go.
Yeah,
I think
that's our
cue
cue to
the
go. Yeah.
interlopers have breached the second level."
Go.
And they look back and forth between each other, and Pelton says, "Oh my, how
It's against the
fascinating."
left, right?
Yes. You have dark vision.
So,
I don't know what the entrances you guys are talking about.
Lonnie,
if you find a door, you fumble with it.
Oh wait, there's people out there.
You fumble with the door and you manage to get it open.
Yeah, there's people right around the corner. Go.
Wait, you guys were able to be out here? What?
They poke their head around the corner.
Yeah, we poke our head around. I don't know what Kabancha
Yeah,
did.
and
Oh,
you
you guys
open
were.
the door.
You guys look like you guys were
Yeah,
physically.
you
around the
find
corner.
you find a chamber where you see one open glass container with the bands around it and one broken glass container. All of you get a dangerous to go alone.
I'm in the wall.
Yeah, some of you are in the wall.
Bonnie has made it to the abyss.
Here's a dangerous to go alone tip for you all.
Super mango. We're going for silence.
So okay, it occurs to you guys that God, who's gonna have this occurrence? So like Lonnie, there are probably altars on every level that can be sanctified for a certain effect.
Altars on per level or one altar per level? Or do I not
one
know
per
that?
level. I mean, you know there's altars around, you know that sanctifying one sanctified the floor. You know, do with that as you may.
Okay, so like when we did the one upstairs, it felt like that
Yeah.
affected the whole floor.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Tento, you see that the pillars along the circular center seem very slide up and downable.
Slide up and downable. That is a description.
Zion,
Toss the coin to your Tento.
you suspect the ghoul corpse is not enough. If you had 3, though, you could stitch them together.
No, we are not
Oh
doing
my
this.
God, Lee.
Why are
So
you trying to
no.
make him do a serial killer? It's what serial killers do, Lee.
And Kabancho, who's up in here, you look and you examine these things, right? You see they've got these like spouts on the top. And Kabancho, you think these glass containers are intended for storing and rapidly accessing liquid. The residue on the glass and wear on the metal implies a high iron.
You know, just fill the cereal, right? Just liquefied cereal.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, let's just knock the door to go through.
probably an experiment from Lane. Oh, also, with that more ghoul corpses, dangerous to go alone. You guys note that, remember when I earlier described across the way there was like a statue of a dude holding up the sun, and the sun plate was kind of reflective?
Yeah.
You feel as if though the reflective plate is maybe a push-inable kind of plate.
Tento sneakily pushes the plate.
Okay. So, you push the plate. The hidden door slides open. There's a further hidden door inside.
Guys, I think we should go through this way.
What's the other one?
What?
How do we close the southern hidden room?
Yeah, you can close that. Boom, boom.
Go, go, go.
All right, yeah.
This is gonna go through this one.
Bento, you find that there are racks in here that seem to store weapons, spears, and the like.
Oh.
Get in, go, go, go.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You can walk past me. It's fine. I'm short enough.
Yeah, there's a marching order at this point.
Why is Tinto leading when he doesn't have dark vision?
By better intuition than all you guys combined.
Uh-huh.
Because he's holding a torch.
You proceed, and there is one more hidden chamber. Door ahead of you. I presume you attempt to open it.
Sorry, Lee, you said, was there anything on these racks or were they just all empty?
They have weapons on them. They have spears and armor and the like.
These things especially shiny on the racks.
Nothing stands out as above standard fare to you, but it is of military grade quality. You'd hand it out to soldiers.
We shut the door behind us.
Yes. Alright, I guess I'll open this door.
You find another hidden chamber door, Tento. And in the next chamber, you see 2 vials full of those metal cage, those glass cages seem to have a red liquid inside of them, perhaps tomato juice.
Yes.
Hmm.
Definitely tomato juice.
I mean, you know, it is November.
Tento's gonna take a close look. It's like, what is this? Ah,
Did you just really?
It's blood.
Please tell me he really.
Ah.
Smack that though.
Hey, it's funny. It's a joke because they're
Also, what kind of weapons were on the
The
racks, or are they
tornado.
just all empty?
just spears.
They have spears, and I'm sorry, it's hard to draw shit. And this, so if I
This is an assortment.
show you things well, I'm sorry. It's
No, I just heard it
kind of
here.
worse. Yeah, they have spears and armor on them. They look
Gotcha.
like the sort of
Granted.
weapons and armor a hoplite guard would have.
Yes, that is funny, but now is not the time.
But there was supposed to be an
It is-
exit.
Yeah.
Is
The,
there any more?
The blood seems particularly glistening in these tubes.
Can you
Alright,
like a
roll
medicine
investigate.
check or something to see if it's like normal blood?
Yeah, you could roll me a medicine.
I didn't.
Try to investigate and see if there's another secret passage.
I mean, yeah, you can roll investigate to look around for secret passage. Lonnie,
Secret passage.
something in the blood
Damn it!
calls to you in a pretty terrible way. You feel as if though this is the blood of those who had some divine connection to their form. And, you know, you think, huh, maybe that's kind of like me.
Huh.
Meanwhile, Zion, you find that there is one more secret door chamber to the north. You wanna pop that open?
I found another door.
Okay, let's keep this train going.
How are you so
don't-
good at finding these doors?
I don't know if that blood
There
is
is a-
necessarily just their food.
There is a
Kind
squeezy.
of special blood.
There's
Is
a
it we
squeezy
break this
container.
glass type of special blood, or do we take some and then break it to the glass type of special blood?
I just.
Sorry, one more time.
I just don't think we. I think it's good to know that they might. At least some of them might not be.
So passing through this
So,
passageway is going
Break
to be
it.
is going to count as squeezing. It's going to count as difficult terrain because of how narrow it is. And you're going to be forced to exit straight north rather than on a diagonal through this little
Wait.
nook.
Should I break this?
We shouldn't make noise. I think,
I can break it quietly.
or leave a
Isn't-
trail. Speaking of quietly, but I don't think we should.
All right. So, Zion, do you want to enter this little cubby and open the final door, or?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone, feel free to show me where you are as Zion does that.
Guess I'd be. Oh no, Tento's there. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of forced to be here.
I mean, there's one space left next to the blood chamber.
Oh, there it is.
No, that's on the blood.
Oh.
No, directly south of the blood chamber vial thing.
There's two of them, and there's one directly to the south where that ping is.
Ooh, I do not see that one.
Yeah, we do not see that one.
You don't see this one?
I
Yeah,
see the top one.
yeah.
Oh, I see the vial. Whatever. I'll just be here. It's fine. Unless the robot wants to trade.
Oh,
spots.
now we see it. Nope,
Okay.
now we don't.
Okay, so
Doesn't matter.
well, there's an open spot. Well, regardless, Zion opens the fucking door. Zion, you see two men with armor and spears. They turn to you and say, "Ho, who approaches the altar? This is an altar of Thelatos." And you know that this altar they're guarding is like smeared with blood.
Can I
Not
quickly
only
close
that, you hear like a grrr as two rather divine-looking dogs sort of look to you.
Can I like close the hidden door and move to the empty space by Kabancho now?
Yes. You want to close those hidden doors behind you?
Yeah, let's try to soundproof this as much as we can.
All right.
Do the guards look undead?
No, everyone here, including the hounds, looks alive.
Hmm.
And then, yeah.
I turn around. They're asking who we are. Well, who I am.
Who's asking?
Maybe I should have gone first.
Is our friendo in the room with us? Like, does he? If I look at him, does he look like he has any idea who they might be?
I-
Seems a little puzzled, and he says, perhaps these are the companions of perhaps this is one of the entourage that was mentioned earlier. And one of them says, this man steps around the corner and says, you would address us and ask who we are, who have been put here by the glorious Pelton to guard this shrine to Pelatos?
I'm still covered in cool blood. And
Yeah, they look at you and they're like, oh my, what an unsightly
Who's Pelton?
guard.
The goddess.
One of the big three.
Oh,
Wait, is it one of the
Yeah.
big three?
Yeah, it's one of the big three vampires.
Oh, okay.
These divine hounds, eyes glowing gold, look and bark, and they look towards Lonnie, and Lumi kind of defensively growls back, and they're looking at you.
Oh wait, they
Can
can see.
through Zion.
I mean, yeah, Zion doesn't perfectly cover this hole. In the same way that you
I
can see,
am squeezing
in the
through.
same way you can see past Zion. In the same way you can see past Zion, they can see past Zion.
Sorry, no, line of sight's just weird. I just literally can't see into the room.
Oh,
From-
wait a minute. I've now clicked on your token and I can see that. They can see Cabancho. They can't see Lonnie.
From behind, I say, fools. Let us get out of this tight space.
Can
and
Lonnie
we'll
just?
properly introduce ourselves.
Lonnie's just gonna
You
reach
may
over
know-
and guidance Cabancho during this.
So you may properly know the mistake you're making right now.
Damn, you want to give it intimidate?
Ooh, Tento's
Give
like eating some.
guidance now.
Tento's eating some granolas. Like this should be good. Let's see
Give
how.
guidance now.
Let's see how he does.
It's a 1d4 for guys. That'd be a 17.
And they say, "Come then, and in the light of Thelatos, tell us." And these creatures, which by the way, anybody who sees them could roll me an Arcana or a Religion to recognize them, back up into formation around the altar, and the people
Zion's
arrange
controlled.
themselves. Yeah, Zion, you know that these are the Galgair. Galgair are beasts with the resonance of the word. You know that while they have disadvantage on any saving throw against a divinely originating spell, they also have resistance to any damage from a divinely originating spell. You also know that these are normally guardians of holy places in service to deities and saints and the like. It's really strange to find them in a place presently overrun by vampires.
What was the other option to roll again?
Religion.
Okay, cool. No. Tento would have rolled Arcana because he doesn't care much for it. It's okay. Tento doesn't give a shit.
If you, yeah, I will say a high result on the religion will tell you a thing that the high result on the Arcana doesn't.
Can
Yeah,
I
that's what I figured.
try to cast this so it's not heard over the conversation? I want to try to cast detect good and evil.
Sure.
Also because I have goldfish memory.
Yeah, you're getting one ping. You're getting one ping on a celestial right here.
And we're still on desecrated ground, right?
Yeah, so you get the sense that this whole area is desecrated, but this is a celestial being.
But no
Because
one dead in there.
No one, you didn't.
blood
No
on
one
altar.
detected. No one detected in the area. They're flesh and blood living people. And they say, "Come then, you who claim to be of great import, show us who you are and tell us. And surely Pelton will have heard of you. And we apologize if we have offended one of his friends."
So because I have a goldfish brain, I don't remember. The one vampire spawn that we interrogated, he mentioned that he was part of one of the entourages, right? Which one was that?
He said he was just guarding. He said he was on guard.
he was
He's just a
guarding.
guard.
He was
He's just a
he was
guard.
on guard and he got summoned.
Ah, fuck.
You know that you've come from the direction of would you guys have figured? Roll and investigate to try and figure something out.
All of us, or just the people in the
Anybody
room?
who's really thinking about the entourages and their direction in particular. Tento, it occurs to you that you heard Gorana's voice. Sort of sounds like she was in the southwest. And toward the southwest, you found somebody in the service of Gorana. And now in the northwest, where you heard Pelton's voice coming from, you've heard people who say they're in the service of Pelton. And to the east, you've been told there is a statue of a god who's a keeper of the underworld. And that's where the entourage of an entity you took to be Phomos was. So you think that these entourage locations are aligned with where the vampires below are standing?
Oh, okay.
Lonnie,
so unfortunately, Kibancho would not figure that out with a
Lonnie
7.
also determines all of that with a 19.
Kibancho does
And
not
Liz
figure that out with a 7.
Camacho gets with a 7.
Cabancho, you
Yeah.
heard some people talking around a corner. Who the fuck knows?
Kibancho will activate one of his uses of Withering Strike, where he becomes a little more. He has a lot of necrotic energy around him, and he says, "We may be of mortal, but that does not make us equal rank. We're here to investigate."
I don't think you should do that.
The
from the holy
Galgair
altar.
look strangely upon this event. They bark and bait a little. They sniff you very intently. And
Also, does Lonnie want to come out of the choke point corner, or?
I mean, she doesn't have to, she doesn't want to, but right now I'm assuming she's chilling.
Yeah, Lumi's gonna go over and hang.
Yeah.
Do they have a reaction to
Yeah,
Lumi?
the other wolves look at Lumi and sort of like, grrr. And they're not wolves. I mean, these things look canine-like,
Wolf shape.
but like they have like glowing white light for eyes. Like they look divine. They look like not like a regular creature you'd find in a forest. And they look at Lonnie and they kind of like, oh, and she goes, oh, and they sniff her.
Lumi, yeah.
And they seem undecided.
Bunch of
There
undecisive
was a
wolves.
commotion earlier.
It matters.
Making sure there's no more further disturbances.
Also, if it matters, I'm pretty sure Lumi is technically a celestial, unless you are doing some hidden stuff.
No, that's I assume that she is considered a celestial this time.
Just making sure.
Yeah. It looks like they are confused by her.
Also, I don't know why I sent her out to go investigate for me. She doesn't have dark vision. She can't see shit.
I mean, she will. I mean, the thing is, like they're kind of glowy.
Yeah, I'm just like, I can't see the rest of the room through her eyes. She's not much help either. Oh well.
Did he react at all to Kibancho's last statement?
What would you? Sorry, say that again.
Kibancho was saying there was a confrontation earlier. We're here to investigate to make sure there's no more further disturbances.
They say, well, there has been no disturbance here in Pelton's camp. The altar is well kept, though, and the divine hounds in their place. Though I would note it seemed that there was a commotion coming from the south. Perhaps you should look that way. And around this time, a cloaked figure in a mask comes over and says, "What goes on over here? You should not speak so loudly during the conclave." And the vampire looks over at you guys and says, "Oh, more of Pelton's?" And say, "No, he says he's here to investigate." And the vampire says, "Investigate? On whose authority?"
I was just watching. It's like, ooh, what you gonna say, Cabancho?
Well, does
You're
anyone
just
that
not gonna
had
help.
the really good investigation want to say anything? Or else I'm about to just lie out of my ass. That's all the information I have. You sick fucks.
I'm not in the room.
Ion didn't investigate.
Tento's just watching the show.
We were extra hires to make sure there's no complications. Some people didn't think. Fuck.
What was
I'm
the one behind
blanking on
us
the word.
again? Who was the people of the south?
Gao.
Mm, I don't think it's
Some
Gao.
people didn't think.
Gao.
The woman who's like chambers you intruded upon, her name is Gorana.
Gorana, that's what it was. But some people didn't think there was enough hands to go around.
Give me a deception.
Okay, thank you.
Bonzo's really bad at lying.
Isn't charisma like one of your higher stats?
Yes.
And he
Oh my god!
he says,
Oh, he didn't even.
he says, oh, yes, mercenaries. I suppose the situation is evolving fast. Well, keep it down. There's already been an official report of the disturbance to the Conclave, and it's caused a bit of a row. So,
My apologies.
be about your business. Yes, yes. And then the vampire sort of flutters their cape and walks back. And the guards all look like, oh shit, we had a
I
little talking
death
to.
glare the first person that spoke up to us.
And they say, well, my apologies. The Galgare sniff the air and kind of bark. And they kind of bark at Lumi, and they try and look behind Lumi. Trying to look through like the open doorway. And the guards say, is there someone in there?
I look back.
Tony is stealthing, by the way.
I think
I
we
typed it
detected.
earlier. I know, like I think they have other means to detect me, but I just want to put it out there that Lonnie is trying to hide.
Sure.
Did you
Are you doing
make a
anything? Are you
stealth roll?
doing anything to mask your scent?
No, I did not realize that there were signs until Lumi went in there.
All right. So yes, the Galgare bark, and they seem to begin to get a little bit antsy. And one of the hoplites says, "Well, clearly, some foul evil has been smelled. Of course, the Galgare will tear into any vile thing."
Whoa, vile. Hey, look,
Hearing
our friend does not smell that bad. She's
Your
just a little
friend?
shy.
Your
Yeah.
friend? Wait, who hides there?
hearing that, can I try to druid craft because I think I can make faint sense with the druid
Yeah.
craft.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna try to fast my scent.
There is one
Um.
more of us. She prefers to stay in the dark.
Oh my god! Why?
Tento already called you out as a friend. We can't go back now.
Yeah, the
Yeah, no.
Galgare should go, oh, wow, and then sort of like look back at each other and look out as if they're standing at attention, and it looks like they seem to have given up on the whole scent as an idea, but, you know, it's now been said out loud. One of the people here who's been silent this far steps forward, and she says,
I like it matters now.
so tell me, you are mercenaries investigating the disturbance. I'm sure we could do something to help. I'm sure Pelton would love it if we helped. I just need to prove myself to him. And then everybody sort of nods in agreement, like, yes, of course, we must show Pelton how valuable we are. We must follow his orders. He's a great man. Have you ever met him? This guy says,
Hey,
oh,
he was the Pelton was a snarky like show off one, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And this guy says,
Just okay.
Pelton has changed my life. I didn't know who I was before I met him.
What were you before? What were you doing before?
He says, well, I was no one. I was just toiling away in the fields, and then one night I encountered him when I was deep in my cups. He changed everything. He kind of starry look in his eyes, kind of glassy view as he looks up in the distance. Take a close look at the
Yeah, I was
altar when
about
he's
to
standing.
ask
Yeah,
okay,
you look up and down the altar. You're not a big religion guy necessarily, Tento, but you're pretty sure altars to sun gods are not supposed to be drenched in blood and have their sun symbol like turned upside down. You think that that's probably not standard protocol for these sorts of things?
Can I do an insight check on this? You know, he's obviously charmed, but I just want to see how charmed.
Yeah, sure. Kenta, you notice two things. One, the people here are all tripping the happy juice. Not as much as you were with the Barota, but to a pretty well-cultivated degree. Like, there's probably some degree of, like, real slickness going on alongside the charming. These people are absolutely under the effect of some spell or ability. However, more peculiar, you know the behavior of the Galgare? It's almost like they're like a skipping tape. Like, every once in a while they look around like they're upset, and then they return to, like you know, being very statuesque. Almost like they know something's wrong, but they can't put their thumb on it. They can't quite paw the problem. So they sort of go back to what they were doing as if everything's fine. They're still curious about Lumi, but they don't seem hostile towards Lumi. They seem like they regard Lumi as one of them, but there's something off about her that they don't quite get. And if they try and think about it, they just kind of stop. You don't know the behaviors of divine creatures, but that seems weird and inconsistent.
It'd be nice
Also,
to
if you
dispel-
guys care, you guys, Lonnie has only ever introduced as like
As a what?
Casey, you're coming in and out.
Lonnie has only ever introduced Lumi as a wolf. If that makes a difference, to you guys. Like she never exactly
I'm pretty
mentioned any special powers about Lumi.
I'm
Tento's
pretty
gonna
sure we've all
slowly-
caught on that Lumi is not just a wolf.
Tento's just gonna try to find where Lonnie might be and ask her a question.
Sure,
Yes,
so you
we'll
want
all
to...
have our chances to prove ourselves.
And they said, oh, yes, of course. But we...
Must stay vigilant and
Yes.
make sure there's no more disturbances.
Of course, no more disturbances. I assure you, nothing will happen so long as we are here. We and
Would you allow us to check the altar
And they say,
for
you can see the altar from where you're standing. But Pelton said that no one is to approach the altar. Yes, Pelton was very particular about that. And
we're simply doing as we're told.
well,
Do not have to force you to disobey yours.
well, Galgare, the Galgare, if they don't think you're supposed to approach the altar, will rip you apart. So I suppose it's up to what you think they think. And
I
if
look at the dog in front of me. Are
The
they
dog-
still like
the dog
I'll just
looks
take a
sus?
the dog looks up at you, and there's sort
I
of
just take a
a
step
strange
closer.
reflection in its white light eye. Yeah, wait, where did you go, Tento?
Tento's gonna
Directly
just
west of me.
walk. Yeah, oh, I want to walk up. I want to walk up. I'm stuck in a wall.
Yeah, okay, so you walk up, right? And the Galgare so snarls at you when you step onto the lighter stone. And it seems like the Galgare is maybe about to attack you if you stay here.
Do they usually growl like that?
And they say, "Step back, you fool!"
He takes a step back.
Alright, and the Galgare sort of baits, and Lumi kind of baits at them, and they kind of back, and they
I
move
look
back
at
and
Teto
forth.
again. We're not here to force you to break your orders, but we must still carry out ours. And like, I try to like, do the awkward. I'm trying to look past you. Can you move out of the way? Body language, and just try to get a better view of the altar.
Alright, so, yeah, I mean, this guy sees what you're saying and stands aside. You have a clear view of the altar. You could roll religion if you want to know more, but it definitely looks like blood-spattered, symbol turned upside down, desecrated.
I'm 15 feet away. I can't do what I wanted to do. I have a 10-foot reach. Damn it.
Yeah, there's a Galgare
That-
between you and the altar.
I start eyeing the chamber, the corridor to the east.
Mhm.
Does that look like another passageway? Same with.
It looks like the altar is sort of has some like these are like big like blocks of carved beautiful imagery of the sun and heroes, You suspect that these are probably walkabouts. They're probably going to take you
Okay,
to a
so it's not
substantively
really a
different
corridor.
location.
It's just a block that's sectioning off this area.
You suspect that all 3 of these passages take you to more or less the same place.
All right. There goes my idea.
Also,
What are you trying to do?
those are canine. Those are obviously canines, right?
They're canine shape.
They are canine in shape, but they are like
Okay.
they look like in the
But
same
they look
way
like canines.
they look like angelic in a way.
Can Lumi ask them like why they're here and see if they understand?
Lumi kind of like barks at them, and they bark back, and like the language is almost warped, but there is a degree of understanding between Lumi, and Lumi goes between like growling and a more like melodic sound from her mouth as she converses with the dogs, and the other dogs seem to be able to converse back in a similar way. And at length, Lumi translates to you that the Gaugir believe that they are defending this shrine from any unholy disturbance or influence.
Can Lumi gosh, Lumi's negotiating. Can Lumi ask them if they see us as a disturbance?
Give me a charisma check from Lumi.
Oh boy, Lumi is so good at these.
Lumi is doing the diplomacy.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
You know, it's not a negative one, at
Okay,
least.
bye, guy. And they say,
It'll be 0 at worst.
they say, "Oh, why? You trying to see? You trying to see if you can come piss on our altar? Get out of here! This is our territory."
Rude.
Do celestial beings like?
And Lumi's
need
just
to
gonna
go to the
growl
bath?
back.
Do celestial beings need to use the bathroom out of curiosity?
I mean, only one way to find out.
So, from what we can tell, the altar has been desecrated by smearing of blood, and its sun symbol has been turned down.
Yeah, turned upside down.
Upside
yeah.
down, yeah.
Do you still have your present hesitation?
I do have prestidigitation, but it's a 10-foot range.
Wait, it is?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess this is out of character, so I don't know how much I should talk about this, but like, I could attempt both,
Mhm.
but it's not going to be on the same turn in terms of action economy. We're not quite in combat, so I don't know how much that translates, but there is that.
I think getting the blood off might be the best. If you could only do one thing, getting the blood off might be the best option.
Versus what?
Do we have
Versus turning
everyone's
the symbol
attention
back
in this
up.
room to like be looking at us?
I mean, almost everyone's, yeah.
Is there anyone looking towards the altar or have altar in their sight?
This guard is like keeping the altar in his vision.
Is there space behind the altar, not in that person's vision?
Maybe, but it would be hard to say. It's his peripheral vision, so altering as he moves his head. What are you trying to go for?
Are you gonna
So-
thunder step there?
No. I also have Mage Hand, which has a longer range.
Oh shit! You
Which-
want to? Okay, so you want to mage hand scoopily dupe around with something.
Scoopily dupe.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think I'm gonna start with casting Prestidigitation. Like, I hold my hand out saying I'm not doing anything weird. Pass Prestidigitation and like clean myself off. And I asked Zan, would you like me to help you out with your mess?
I assume Kai says. I assume Zion
No.
says. Yeah.
Zion's like,
Zion's like, what?
I
the
like
hell?"
my
Totally.
costume.
I am the way I am.
Yeah,
It's
and
my assumption that he would respond.
yeah, none of them seem to have greatly marked upon the fact that Zion is coated in undead flesh, which is kind of weird if you think about it. That does seem like a remarkable thing.
But is anyone else, as in, Tenta, who was kind of covered in it, and the robot with no name, are they like dirtied up by it or anything?
I don't think the robot with no name is dirtied up at the moment, but Tento is like,
Tento's
you
gonna
know,
like walk up
killed
to
his
Vosh,
way
just
through a
like,
lot of
What
people.
are you trying to
so-
do?
I'm gonna
Let's
cast a few like prestidigitations to like start cleaning ourselves off a little bit,
Yeah.
and then
Camacho, why are you
I'm-
doing this?
gonna cast Mage Hand and try to hide it behind the altar. And my Mage Hand is in the form of an ethereal spider that they can still see, because you can still see Mage Hand, like the actual hand of it. But mine looks
Unless
like a
you're an
floating spider.
arcane trickster.
Roll me
It's also-
your test. Roll me a charisma. You're a charisma caster, right?
Hey,
Roll me a straight
I see
charisma
him
check.
do this, right?
You see him casting the spell, but you don't necessarily see. You saw him do the presentation. You can tell it's a different spell, but you don't know quite what. Let's see
What are you doing?
that charisma check from Cabancho.
Is it just straight up charisma check?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, straight charisma
do I
check.
not get?
All right, so you managed to materialize a spider that, for the moment, nobody has noticed because they're a bit distracted by you. And what do you want to do with the spider hand now that you have it on the altar?
I'm gonna have it stay there because it can stay within 60 feet of me if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it only 30?
Hmm.
That's just no, it's 30 feet. So I
Okay.
cannot go past 30 feet. I'm going to, say excuse me, and kind of peer over
Mm-hmm.
to this side, try to get a better vision of. I can't move.
Too many bodies in the way.
Oh, there we go.
You get a view of the central
Oh.
room where the conversation continues, and there's a vampire saying they attacked with the power of the sun, and Formos says they have a powerful one with them. She calls upon divine energy. We should drink her blood. 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 And Gorana says, "My, so hasty. Don't you want to know the vintage before you sample the wine?" And Pelton says, "Oh, Gorana, you're always coming up with these colorful euphemisms. Let's be frank, if there is some sort of divine caster here, we should be wary. If she's been sent by a larger organization, they do not appear organized or uniformed. Probably mercenaries, maybe fetchers, here to rob the tombs. Ah, lovely. Well, we can ply them with treasures and rewards and points of experience. Those adventurous types are so easily swayed by them."
What? EXP? Let's go.
No, not Camacho! Get a newspaper. Stop it! No
think
levels
I-
for you.
I
No
think I
levels.
sent you guys the comic of like, oh, I know how
What,
to do
level
these
11?
pesky adventurers.
I could be a
a
level 11 with
magic item
experience.
for each.
Oh yeah. I've seen that comic. Yeah.
Yeah, Pelton's coming out with that strategy right now. He's like, yes, we can ply them with all sorts of treasures. And Guana says, there's no need. We can bring them to heel. We are the daughters Acalaris. We don't need to negotiate. And Falmo says, their blood, they're here. They're here. What do you
I
mean?
That one might be a
Falmo?
little crazy.
And the voices of Falmos say, they're here. I smell them. I feel them. They're near. A voice. Reverberation. The word. The word. The word.
To answer-
Do we hear? Where's this
Oh,
coming from again? Down
Well,
south?
yeah, this is coming from the central
The
circle.
circle.
They're in the circle one floor down. Because the circle is empty on your floor, and, it's reverberating up through, the columns, which the people standing around can hear. And Pelton says,
Bonnie
come, there's
is
nothing to
very
worry
concerned
about. My
now.
entourage is guarding the altar on the floor above, and the one below is surrounded by many of our faithful hounds. And Gorana says, I still don't trust that method. Well, you trust it less if the Gaugers died, because then Thelaton would know something had gone wrong down here, wouldn't he? So, it's not like we have much of a choice unless you think that you found a way to more amicably restrain them, Gorana? Gorana says, I think we could use more of their blood. Almost says, blood of beasts, the blood of divine beasts, the blood of a prophet, of a herald, of a seer, of the one, of the Fae. Oh, what are you talking about? Fae blood. That
Yeah,
green
what are you talking about, huh?
That green stuff is foul. Carlton says,
You're all this, right?
I don't know. I've had it a few times, and I wouldn't mind suckling a bit more of their ichor.
Exquisite
God.
taste.
But I whispered to Tento to answer his questions like, so I have a way to try to clean and fix that altar, but we need to figure out where we can move after we do it, because it's gonna cause a commotion, and there might be a third step that we don't know about.
There's a doorway right behind us.
So Lonnie can hear through Lumi. I mean, they're also like close enough.
Yeah, you're hearing it around the
So-
corner, but also like Lumi could translate.
So I heard altar cleaning. Did anyone like say out loud about
About what?
the symbol turned upside down? Did anyone like say that out loud?
I
Or I guess like Lumi can.
Lumi,
I guess Lumi can also describe
Lumi
it.
sees it.
Yeah.
Lumi can tell you, and you can...
Okay. Can
Yeah.
I piece together like what they might have to do then, based on
roll
the
religion with advantage.
Not like I can tell them, but we'll see. I can't guidance.
Yeah, so you probably need to write the position of the symbol, and then you need to wash the altar clean, and the altar probably needs to be cleansed with either holy water or divine light.
Does radiant stuff count as divine light?
Yeah, if it comes from you, it probably does.
Like
Yeah.
sacred flame would count.
Are
even
you-
though
Yeah.
it doesn't actually
The-
count. Okay.
The altar is
Are you
gonna dodge.
telling me I can't just shoot at the altar with my gun?
I mean, I'm not telling you can't do that. I just
You're
haven't made
saying-
any promises about the results.
Okay.
You're
So,
saying I can't
it just-
use.
Yeah, and furthermore, with the 21, you know that Gaugare are sometimes tied to altars or shrines or holy places that they guard. If that holy place becomes perverted or desecrated, that can create... Normally it enrages the Gaugare deeply, and they kill whoever did it. But it looks like these Gaugare have some sort of been ensorcelled to be convinced that the current state of affairs is the proper one, and they should go against the opposite. And so, in part, they're sensing Lumi as a celestial and thinking that that's a bad thing, but then reminding that they're celestial, so that can't be a bad thing. So they're kind of confused by Lumi. But normally, Gaugare should be trying to rip vampires apart.
You said it. Gotcha.
But for the altar, it's just uprighting and cleansing the blood off, and then also cleansing.
Yep, cleanse the blood and flip the thing.
Okay.
So,
Lonnie's just going to mentally prepare. Like if Lumi sees Kabancho, do the previous two steps, Lonnie is going to prepare a sacred flame.
Alright.
so does
I don't know
Kibancho-
if I can move and if my prepared action can be peek around the corner and sacred
Yeah,
flame.
no,
or
I'll
if I
let you,
have to-
I'll let
okay.
you I'll let you be on deck to do that.
Okay.
So what you're saying is I can't use radiant damage to do it. It has to be a cleric person. type
I
thing.
didn't say that you couldn't.
You also don't know any of this because I have no way
Yeah,
of
I mean-
communicating this to you.
This is true, but you mentioned if it comes from you, so I'm like,
If it comes from
well, I guess Cabancho's out of the question. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I
yeah,
said
get good, Kabancho.
I've only been a healer for like however long I've ascended.
So what are you gonna do next, Camacho?
we need to find the next room we can run to before we do anything.
Well, the room to right there, since there's
So
like
that's not
points.
a corridor. That
Mhm.
like, so if I'm understanding right, there's like this box
Yeah.
where it's like part of this room, except there's like a mantle.
Yeah, you're not looking at three meaningfully different like passageways. Like Pento, like literally, I'll put you like,
Yeah.
if you look here,
Yeah. Okay, I see
yeah,
now.
like you
So we're in one big room with like a column,
Is there-
2 columns.
Is there any more hidden doors around this area?
you don't. So all the other hidden doors have had like a reflective disc that was the giveaway on the
Mhm.
wall that you had to press. You don't see any more reflective discs on walls near
Wow.
here.
Kabancho, there's only one way we could go. And that's where the vampire came from. So, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it quickly and just run. Or hopefully, whatever you do, snaps these guys out of, their stupor.
And that's gonna cause a commotion.
Vampire below says,
We're gonna cause commotion
"Lend me the
anyways.
command of the assembled, and I will go and bring them here for you to feast upon." And Pelton says, my. You seem like you've got a very interesting idea about how power should be distributed. Come now, you don't think this is a dictatorship, do you? We can't just go handing that out. Grana says, Pelton is right, as much as I hate to admit it. Almost says, find them, find them, find them. I will let
Yeah, we kinda need to do
The
this
mist-
like. I think at this point, Kabancho, they're gonna find us anyway, so if we can fuck up their plans in any kind of way, we should probably do it.
Alright. I don't know. This guy's not really here, but I will inform Zion of the plan too.
Alright, and what do you want to do?
So
I like to think Zion responds with beep bop boop.
So, I guess this is kind of metagaming, but I would like to hold my action until right before my turn to use my mage hand to turn upright the symbol.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
And
have to worry
then-
about the action economy too much. Your point is, like, you're going to very rapidly mage hands cast
Mage
this
hand
spell.
move the symbol, step into the light area, cast precipitation to clean off
Mhm.
the altar, and hope to God that that's all it
Yeah,
needs.
hope with Elatos. Yeah, so you want to do that real fast, right? Alright, so your spider twists
Kabancho,
it.
wait.
The guards turn around. The guy, no, we've been tired of this conversation for 20
Yeah.
fucking minutes staring. There's no waiting. You dash in, you use precipitation, and the blood, like you scrub the blood, and the blood doesn't look like it's coming out. Give me a charisma save.
Oh. That's good.
I should have
Okay.
used my
They-
trigger.
My game
They
lagged for the longest
scream-
time, or it felt like the longest time.
They scream, "He defiles the altar!" And they're all making the move. And Lonnie, you were ready to like pop around the corner, right?
I don't know if you care. I technically said if he fulfilled the previous 2 conditions.
I guess that depends how many actions he did
I mean,
in that
remember
time.
this. I mean, you saw the thing get flipped, and you saw him try to clean the blood, and he failed. But you know that your light could purge the blood. So do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I would
I
note,
always
though,
didn't know.
I would note though, it does look like the presentation that Kabancho is doing is beginning to work, but it's taking a while. Like it's not going to happen in one turn. And then you come around the corner, light beam smashes down upon the altar, and the Galgair look around, owl.
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be here.
Knock over like the nearby guards and go tearing, ripping past you guys and sprinting to the southeast. Oh my god, you got caught in the void. And a
Into the
vampire
void again.
screams out as a Galgair literally leaps and tackles him to the ground, like 15 feet below. You hear
He's a good boy.
Go,
He's
go,
a
go,
good
go,
boy.
go, 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 go.
Yeah, you
So
also see
about everyone else in this room.
there's a golden light beginning to flow, and all of the humans who are touched by the golden light do gets to make a saving throw. Oh, the sunburst is pretty cool.
Out of curiosity, how many? Oh, you said don't worry about action economy, but how many reactions do I get in this instance?
Yeah, the same one you always get. So advantage. So the man, the woman,
Oh,
wearing
what the fuck
armor,
is that?
seem to have snapped out of it, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, we're in a tomb. Pelton is a vampire. The altar was defiled. What are we doing?" And the guards say, "You've betrayed Pelton, traitors!" And two of them are knocked down, but about to get up. It sounds like the Gaugare on these two Gaugare have started to move, and violence is about to erupt on the floor below. This is a very a decisive moment where things hang in the balance. What does the party want to do like immediately after this shit happens? Do you want to try and stay and beat the shit out of these guys, or find some way to lift the charm on them, or are you like just like booking it?
I say we book it.
Do we? We probably don't know. Sorry, some of us don't know that the blood that they need to defile this again is just in the other room, right?
What?
You don't know that that's the blood that was used.
Okay.
I'm not saying that like you're metagaming. I'm saying like no, literally, like I have never confirmed or denied in or out of character that that's true.
Yeah, the only thing Tento wanted to do was break
storing
it.
blood and weapons in this section. You know that this is where Pelton's entourage is. You can derive whatever meaning from that you would like.
Mm-hmm.
One of us,
Also,
yeah,
casting darkness in the sun god altar room is probably not a good idea, right?
I mean, you can always
would you do
try
that?
it and find out.
Why is that your first thought?
Well, the thing I want to immediately do is Mount Lumi.
Oh.
Also, they were like talking about like drinking divine blood as like fine wine.
Yeah, they
What
want
about
to drink
needing
your blood.
more
Mm.
divine blood. And this
Yeah,
seer blood.
I can actually, yeah, no, Lonnie wants to shillelagh and then also like break the 2 glass,
All right, yeah. So immediately.
Oh,
or at least
now
try
you
to.
want to
Alright,
do
so
it
Give me 2 attacks.
when Tento wants
I was
to
like,
do
please
it.
say attacks and not strength checks.
When Tento wants to do it, it's a no. Don't do that, Tento. Don't do it. So when Lonnie wants, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
All right. So you, Lonnie
Behave, Tento.
smashes it. Blood goes flying all over her, and you know the shillelagh you've cast. It almost begins to like gather the blood around the stick. It begins to
please don't.
resemble the meat vines of your divine weapon, Naginata.
I like you, staff. What the hell?
And it's like floating around the staff, and there's like broken glass and blood everywhere now. And you feel as if
Not one of
though,
us.
yeah, there's power in this blood, and your power is reacting to it, and it's now
gonna walk into this
scattered
room.
everywhere.
It's like Lonnie, what the fuck?
Alright, so if you guys are like, okay, so that's what you walk in and you try and take
I also
on her.
imagine Lonnie just like covered in blood now and just turns around the corner.
And Kabancho, what are you gonna do?
Well, my plan was to come down this way, jump down, and go to the bottom floor.
You mean the
so
center
don't-
where all
Okay,
the
so
vampires
you
are?
Yeah,
you want to sprint in whole hog, right?
Well, so hold up. So my intention was basically to come into this room here and try to find another way down. If I couldn't find one, I was gonna jump down this way in the commotion.
Sure. Okay, so here's what happens. You sprint
But-
down here.
But most of my party members just went into the room away from that
Are you
direction.
gonna turn around and check that, or are you sprinting? You don't think you have a lot of time to check because these dudes with spears are hostile and about to start stabbing you if you tarry at all.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back into the side room again because
Okay.
most of the party members in there,
You fall back.
and I'm not about to be the
Um,
person to split the party.
What? Splitting the party is what we do, though.
Yeah, that's how we
One
die.
of us.
That's how we die.
One of us.
That's how we literally died. All right. I don't know how
Okay.
much I should be moving or not, but
Also,
also, does
Also,
Zion's mech?
We is a
disappear?
strong word.
So I don't see Zion's mech anymore.
Dion's mech is out there and about to get stabbed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't see his token anymore. I don't know where he is, so I can't control it. But I
Okay,
assume
so,
Zion's gonna follow me into the side room
Um,
as much as possible.
Yeah, and so this spear wielder right here, who also, fun fact, has okay, resource. Hard to show certain things in this system, like, oh, this person has a shield. Also, what do you mean? No, the AC value on this creature is 15. Why are you showing me 11? Value? No. AC. Well,
Struggle bus. Struggle bus.
Update token? What the hell? Alright, whatever the fuck. They use a spear, they try and stab the machine of no name.
Do they succeed?
Fuck no.
Look like it.
Oh,
welcome back.
Welcome
Came
back.
just in time.
and
Yes.
this one comes up with a halberd and tries to whack into Zion.
It's
Quick recap.
very bright in here.
Quick recap. We've purified the altar. The celestial dogs ran out and are now attacking.
Terry.
Are on a rampage. Some of the people here have got their charms lifted, some haven't. And we need to move. We need to get to the... Kabancho wanted to go to the bottom floor, fix that altar, and hope that that's our ticket to survival. The two small people went back into the small room.
I never left the small room.
The small people in the small room.
I never really left the small room, so.
And Lonnie smashed the Divine Blood cage and has improved her Eldergraph staff to be just like her spiritual weapon.
It's got like
Meaty.
I don't know if an improvement
meaty.
is the right
you
word.
see blood floating around it, almost like an additional arcane weaponry. Yeah.
Lonnie, you just see
Improves a
Tento
word.
and be like, Lonnie, let's go. Now.
I'm gonna give the.
Lonnie's just gonna be
Is-
like, move.
Are
I need to
we
get to Fumi
in
then.
initiative?
Not yet.
You're about to be an initiative. Like you guys have to
Can I
decide
slap the
immediately.
guy who tried to attack me?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can slap them.
Like, are you bitch slapping or are you Thunder Gauntlet slapping?
Just a quick bitch slap. Like, stop that.
You're trying to like wake him up.
Stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Give me a
Heck
thunder
him,
gauntlet.
Avis.
Give me a thunder gauntlet attack that isn't going to do full damage. See if you hit. Okay, you swat at him. You miss. Tell me, what does Zion say to this charmed person?
Can't you see the light?
And he's like, "What? No, it's a terrible, putrid, dark." And he makes another wisdom save.
Quick,
Hey.
expose your core.
Darkness.
Wait, is
And
that all
Quick,
we need to do
expose
to
yourself.
smack him?
He's beginning to wake
I-
up, and he's like, "Wait,
I'll give
like-
the light right there, and I'll give him flash of genius.
yeah, you got him." And he's like, "My goodness, this has all been deception. Fountain is a fiend. Oh, I've been so fooled." Yeah,
But
When in doubt, flash of genius.
Kibancho like as he's trying to get into the chamber, is like scream backwards, like, "Protect the altar, the dogs won't kill you."
And yeah, so okay, you guys had an opportunity to run out, but you kind of bunched up over here. So
I don't know if we can start making progress into that room or not, but that's.
Let me put it this way: so events transpire. The Galgare run around. And you guys hear violence and the breaking of containers. You hear the breaking of glass, and there is some ensuing violence and a cry of pain.
Sounds like we did a good job.
Well, we probably should get going.
No. Oh wait. No, I am on top of you. I can't move.
I thought you went to the other room.
I did, but I told on to get the fuck out.
Which way
Getting
to
the fuck
the
out.
stairs?
We don't know. No.
The guards? Do they know?
Oh, they say there's a stairway around to the east, and they kind of point around here. And the guards who aren't snapped out of it are fighting the guards who have snapped out of it. So there's a bit of a snafu, as are the humans who are here, like rushing up on them. And but they're holding each other down. If you want to like run to the south where the commotion is.
Yeah, we're running.
All right, so you see, to the east, to the north and east, to the south and east, you have the opening. I'm assuming you guys run to the southeast.
Wherever
If small people
the
run
guard
out, then yeah.
pointed.
All right, are the small people running out, or y'all chilling?
Lonnie's still in the
Why we ran out?
All right, so you see there's a way down.
My thing's been lagging a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
Sorry.
Oh, good. So, one of the Galgares has been just like utterly gutted in a single blow. Helton is wielding a spear. It is a very fine spear. It crackles almost, seemingly with some fell energies, and the Galgare near him has been felled.
No.
And
I fear that was gonna happen.
How far can we move before you want us to stop?
Let me put it this way: do you try to run to the stairs, or do you try and do the power leap, or do you try and hang on this upper level? You know, these other vampires are also running, disturbed by the sudden pulse of energy from the altar.
I say we run to the stairs.
Also, I'm
If the
assuming
stairs look
Vergnos
clear,
is
then-
chilling behind you and running with you.
I was gonna say running behind us, like what?
We probably should have given him a mask or something.
Yeah. Our
Yeah, you're
our
gonna have to.
carrier of
At this
mask is
juncture,
not
like
here with us.
the
no,
next
as of
thing
yet.
you do, you're about to set yourselves up for initiative. So either do you go for the stairs, or do you like stay on this level, or do you make a jump out? Like,
All
you
right,
know?
where are the stairs?
To the northeast,
Okay.
around the corner.
And other vampires are running towards the stairs as well.
They seem to mostly be running away from the altar, not towards the stairs.
I vote stairs.
I see-
Stairs looks
I see
clear,
it.
so we say we go there.
Yeah. Stairs.
Okay, so everyone is voting stairs. Is what I'm hearing.
Also, I haven't had a reason to break concentration, so Detecta and you.
Okay, well, you get a lot of hits of undead below you, as well as one celestial from the Galgare. Although, as you come to the stairs, you note two more celestials to either side of the stairs below you, Lonnie.
It's no. Okay. I hope they're friendly. I feel like they're not.
And yeah, so you guys rush over to the stairs. You descend rapidly. And have I already made a fucking thingy thing? No, I haven't. Hold on. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine.
I'm just gonna say 2 more celestials down the stairs.
they?
Oh no, I do have
Yeah.
stairs there.
Lee,
Are
real
they-
quick, with our current position, we can kind of see in the center. Do we get a glimpse of the big three?
Yeah, you get a glimpse. You see Gorana, who's beginning to move north. Fulmos,
Oh, we're supposed to
who
see
has
people
who has
there?
a fulminating cloud growing
Yeah, they're
ever
in this
larger
elevation
around the
below.
floating mask that is
It's empty for me.
Fulmos.
Yeah, it is.
And
Do you mind
Protect
raising them
the-
temporarily so that we can get a glimpse of their token?
the problem is I can't mass raise, so that would be a lot of individual movement.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna glimpse at the stream if that's okay.
I will, you know what I'll do? I'll put the eye on that level.
Oh,
Real quick.
okay. Yeah, that works.
So I would say the brief glimpse that you get, is, bam. You guys all still see through the eye, right?
I have very
had-
low vision though.
Alright, so I'm gonna give it dim vision 500 feet update token.
500 feet. Whoa!
Well, yep.
So I see 2 unique tokens and 2 of the other vampire ones that we've seen.
This
before.
one standing here with the tokens on it is the one that you fought earlier.
Mhm.
This one is just
This
the person
one?
who was standing. Yeah, that's the one you fought earlier. They seem
Okay.
wounded still, but like they healed up a bit in the time between now and the fight. And yeah, you guys see that. You guys briefly glimpse that, and then your brief glimpse is gone
So
as
the
you
other-
rush down the stairs.
So 3 out of the 4 tokens is the big 3. One of them was the one we fought.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And yeah, you all rush down the stairs, and let's see if the stairs I have set up works properly.
Also time check.
Right. So, thank you. Oh god, did the stairs not work right? Fuck. What level are
I
you
think-
on?
They
We
did?
are in the floor above now
How can you tell?
Okay, could you guys put yourselves
because
to
we can
negative?
see the original room that we were
Oh
in.
fuck me! Could you put yourselves to negative 30? I don't know why the
Yeah,
stairs
sure.
worked wrong.
Maybe in the wrong direction because we are now higher.
Why can't I see my stats?
Put a negative 30?
My token is not updating. The server may
Yeah.
be lagging too hard.
Yeah, I can't mess with my height
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah, it
Oh, there we go.
happens. Yeah, it just.
Oh gosh. Where do you want to put it? What did you say again? Negative 30? Oh god, I lost everyone. Okay, it's
It's okay. You should be once everyone's at negative 30. We should be able to proceed forward.
I'm at negative 30. Give it a second to load.
Oh god, you're negative 120. Wait, Zion.
I keep
So-
putting in negative 30.
Yeah.
And it keeps
And it
adding on
wouldn't do
to
anything.
it.
Yeah,
I just
got
keep
it.
putting in negative 30.
Zion just wants to go back to the ground. It just wants to live in the ground.
I am the ground.
Zion is the ground.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that so it's 11:30. You are all rushing into the fray, and you hear a sound of breaking glass and slurping blood, and the calls of great vampires as one says, "I smell the blood. They have come. Good." And Pelton says, "You fool! Now, damn it, by my spear, I'm going to have to mop these beasts up, and then deal with the Thelaton." And yeah, one of them says, "No matter. By the end of the night, we will emerge to feast upon the streets, unfettered." And with that, I think that we go to the feedback phase. It's 11:30, and we are ending early tonight. I would normally go to a big fight, but there is an important place to be tomorrow. So,
Real quick.
I really wish I had Dawn still.
Oh,
So
cool.
real quick. Does detect good and evil give you direction?
It's a 30-foot radius.
And you know exactly where in the radius they are, right?
I believe.
Okay, you know that there is celestial here, celestial here.
Sorry,
so we're right next to the altar that they're defending?
That's one thing you could choose to interpret from that.
Yeah, but Kevon's just trying to look for the next altar.
Yep.
And would ask Lonnie where the next altar is, where the celestial dogs.
Yeah, Lonnie would
That's
point
what I
in that
wanted to
direction
know.
then. Okay.
So, it's feedback time. Feedback phase. I think we're going to go right to left with Kai. Kai's our guy. Kai, hit me with it.
Yeah.